Dude, that's nuts. That's nuts.
What's nuts?
Watching you do that live mix of the of all those title cards.
Uh-huh. What can I say? I'm getting good at it.
Well, we might as well just chop that, make it a video somehow, and then so you can just push play next time. But dude, that was awesome. No, I was watching you do it, like right there with the on the because there's like 7 monitors around us right now. Shit. So, hi everybody.
What's going on?
We are live. Hang on, bring that music down. See, that's the problem. Headphones and not having the long enough cable and my safety light to turn off the fan so I don't chop my fingers off. I think it's nuts, dude. It's just an old
It's
switch.
probably been here since this house was built. It definitely looks like one of those 1940s or 50s type fans because there's like absolutely no point to the guard that's on it because it's just like
It's
you can
frame.
easily just like put your hand through it.
It's just frame.
Yeah, that's all it really is.
So, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing all right.
So, how was your week?
How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. We're definitely good. How was your week?
Me.
It's you got to go on some adventures.
What am I gonna? What adventures?
Find an adventure. Seriously.
An adventure.
So you got something to talk about. Nothing this week. Nothing at all.
Nothing worth talking about.
Oh, Vern.
What?
Like I said, you need adventures.
I need adventures.
Let's think of 3 adventures we could somewhat plausible realistically that could happen that we could send you on.
Wait, when did I agree to?
Well, this is just this. No, hang on, relax. It's just brainstorming. It's not you're not. This isn't set in stone. We're just just shooting bull sessions as they call it. Bull. I mean, the show is shooting the shit.
Well, true. An adventure.
Are you getting nervous now?
No, I just have no idea what kind of adventure I could possibly go on right now.
Well, what if you hike the trails at the park, Valley Forge?
For what?
See how fast they could take you to a lap. That's an adventure.
That's wandering around Valley Forge Park.
You have no creativity.
I don't feel like walking around. Like, I walk to places that I have to walk to. I'm not trying to go just randomly walking.
You're awful.
Why?
You're awful. I'm trying to kick something over to you. Oh well.
I don't know. You could. Well, it's your idea for me to go on an adventure. So.
Well, like I said, I had one go walk Valley Forge Park. You know what? Actually, I'd drop you in the Wissahickon Mountain kind of area. I'd be like, get out of this. We could do that. Blindfold you.
No.
Take you out into the middle of the woods in Wissahickon and be like, come on back. Find a way to come on back. Oh, let me just check something real fast. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Audio's going through. Remember which week was that? It was like 5 minutes where the sound wasn't even turned on. I think that was like 2-3 weeks ago. So, all right. I guess I'll have to start spitballing stuff for you.
Start spitballing stuff.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, because you're not much talkative.
I'm talking. You've been talking to me this whole time.
Well, responding, but
I don't have any subjects I particularly want to bring up.
and you want to do a show.
Well, you're usually the one that's coming up with the stuff.
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to include you in on things. Like I have some ideas,
So you're
but
just
I don't want
putting
to.
me on the spot.
Yeah, kind of, because I have some ideas, but we got time and I can get to them.
We'll do it.
No, this is kind of the open, man. You know what I mean? We're just kind of like bring up casual stuff and then like, oh hey, weather was nice, man.
Weather? Well, it has been nice. This is like the perfect temperature outside.
Oh yeah.
It's
Perfect.
It's not coat weather. It's not hot weather.
Perfect to watch paint dry while listening to this. So yeah.
Would you get on to whatever you want to talk about?
Not, dude. Like off Jump Street, can't like ease into it.
Ease into what?
Here you go. Did you watch the game Sunday?
I don't watch football.
Oh my god.
I don't watch baseball. I don't watch basketball. I don't.
I'd
rather play.
You watch
I'd rather
wrestling.
go down to the park and play a game of basketball than watch basketball. I'd rather go down to the park and play baseball than watch baseball.
Baseball is one. It's kind of
Like,
it's kind of I'll say it's kind of torturous to watch with the Phillies. They do have a kid up now that just smashes home runs like he's a young Babe Ruth. Like he's just disgusting. And but the rest of the game is boring as fuck. And I'll be sitting there on the couch and I will doze off watching fucking baseball because the commentators don't talk. They just
I've gone to. I went to a baseball game when I was like, I don't know.
It's got to be the Vet, dude. It's got to be
at Veterans Stadium.
The new park, well, newish. I mean, it's been over 10, 12, 13, probably longer than that, dude. I think it was like 15 years. But anyways, the newer park, dude, is fucking nice. Like if you were to go watch watching a baseball game live is kind of cool because it's
I've been my dad was a corporate executive, so we actually had ringside seats, not ringside seats, court seats.
Court seats, okay.
For a 76ers game.
Dude, if you can get a hold of your pop and then call him
we
up.
were sitting on the shiny part of the floor.
Dude, I would. Well, yeah, you got the chairs right there.
Yeah.
One of the folding chairs. It's expensive. It's an expensive ass folding chair, pretty much. But they're nice ass folding chairs, like cushion and all that. I don't know, dude. You should bring your dad up and be like, "Yo, Pop, you still getting them tickets?" Because like this honestly would be the year to watch. Fucking the Sixers play basketball. Like if you're kind of into it a little bit, like this would be the time to watch.
It's interesting when you're there. Actually, there it was kind of cool being right fucking there. But I watching it on TV is like boring as shit.
Well, yeah, because you're not there.
I don't see the appeal of it.
Well, cheap. It's cheaper. I mean, it is cheaper. I mean, try to go to like all season ticket for all 41 games for basketball at home, or maybe 40 for the Sixers because I think they're doing a weird London game or some shit like that. It's weird. Yeah, they like play games over on other continents, and it completely fucks up the time of day when it happens. Like when I was working in the restaurant before switching jobs, last football season, they would have like the London game on, and it was like 8:00 in the morning on a Sunday. You know what I mean? Like who the fuck's gonna be up? And that's 8:00 Eastern. So if it was like West Coast teams or even Central teams, like it's even earlier for them because of when it would fall in, London for the most part. So like someone in the Central, like if it was 8:00 for us on the East, it's technically 7 a.m. for the people in the middle of the country. Fuck that. In the afternoon, enough time to wake up, fucking eat a breakfast, fucking shit out the hangover, and then go watch some football. Like fucking 8 a.m. for a game. Fuck that. Well, your dad. Well, yeah.
Like,
I don't know why.
I don't know.
I don't know why he.
I'll
would.
watch racing on TV, like NASCAR or IndyCar or Formula One, whatever's on there, if I see it, because that's interesting to watch. Because
Well, you're a big car guy. I mean,
well, yeah, cars are the shit.
yeah.
Like,
My dad.
if I were to hit the Powerball, like,
Oh,
I'd like be
here
a
we go.
mini Jay Leno.
Here we
Like,
go.
I'd have
The lottery again.
Or if I figured out a way to get super rich. It's a lot easier to, like, I don't know.
Run drugs.
No.
Fuck the cops. Nail bitches. And make money.
Go to prison.
Yeah. Well, learn more skills. But the lottery, some would magically.
I would buy. I'd get like my own warehouse, and I'd have a whole list of cars that I'd buy.
Give us. You know what? Can you give us top 5 and put them on screen for everybody? Give us your 5. Just put 5 in your head right now that you're like.
All right. How about we'll just go with the first 5 cars I'd buy.
Okay. Right. Well, yeah. I mean, but do a top 5, but do it like what's in the head right now? Because you'd be like, oh, you know what? Maybe I should get this one. You know. No.
Okay,
Like, what? 5 cars you're thinking of right now? Where you're like, shit. If I was somehow became that asshole in the news one day, holding a big stupid fucking cardboard check, like, you can't do anything with.
Well,
it's digital.
Let's see. Depending on how much I won, it depends on how much I'd win. So we have to figure out an amount that I would win.
Well, no, just say you win it and it's stupid. It's stupid. Fuck rich. Like,
okay, it's like one of the stupid fuck rich Powerball
that has happened because it's hitting like. Because I mean,
it's hit $1 billion before.
Right, and then if you were to take out, they take what, like 40%.
No, you
60%.
Like if you won $150 million, you'd get about 85.
Wait, say it again.
If you won $150 million after you paid taxes, you'd have like $87 million.
It's like a 45%.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like 45%.
Yeah.
Okay, so they would. So you'd have 550 million. If we're going on $1 billion and I'm saying 45%, you have $550 million to play with. $500 million. You got $500 million.
Yeah, pretty much.
So. I guess with that in mind, because I'm pretty sure,
well,
because you could point to a stupid motherfucker that's like $100 million, like
I would
137,276,000, you know,
I would buy
932.48 fucking delivery charge.
Let's find a good picture.
Yeah. Saying hi to Riley in the chat. Hi, Riley.
Hello.
Hello. I'm waving
Welcome
at this.
back.
Hilarious. I'm waving at the screen when the fucking camera's right here. You can tell I'm fucking professional with this. I will have to show you my buddy show. We'll have to show everyone. I showed you
I'll
already.
bring this up in a second here. I'm just going to make it bigger.
So it's a Ferrari.
Yeah, of course.
It's a Ferrari. This is the first one, a Ferrari. I should write this down. This motherfucker got a notepad.
All right. So yeah, Ferrari F40. Considered like the best driver's car ever.
How much?
Well, a good one. Let's see. Let me see here.
Ferrari F40. Damn it, I can't find it. I don't have to do it right here. Okay,
Why can I not type? That is weird.
Uh-oh. Batteries.
probably just being retarded. I think there's something wrong with it. Ay, ay, ay. What the fuck?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Is it my computer? No.
Nope. Uh-oh.
I don't get it.
Too much jizz in the keyboard? Oh, it switched back to that.
I can do that, but why can't I type?
Is it because when OBS may be taking over the key bindings and all that stuff?
No, because I have those keys are I have to hold shift or control to use any of the key bindings I set up. Well, I guess until I fix that.
Damn, that's crazy. Although, I mean, you know, are you one of those guys that get pissed off and throw fucking controllers when you play games and shit?
I have to get pretty damn annoyed before I throw a controller.
Dude, I would hear some folks like you know, roommate situations and so forth, like where motherfuckers would smash like fucking keyboards, dude. They would just be like pounding on the shit at their desk or whatever when they're playing. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me, dude. Like it's a fucking game. Chill the fuck out. Seriously, like
So, sometimes there's like a bullshit moment, like when you're playing a game, like there'll just be like one of those bullshit, like this should be 20 levels further in the game than it is. Fights where you're just like your character just can't do anything about it, like you have to do it like just the right way.
well, that's kind of like, it's the challenge. Like, see, I don't understand. It's like, if you, unless like, okay, I can
But
see
it gets frustrating. Like if you do it like 20 times in a row, and then you get bullshitted. Like, have you ever had a game just bullshit you?
in ways, yeah. But I mean, it is what it is. It's how it's programmed, and I fucking bought it, or pirate bag. And you know, it's how it goes, dude. It's how the zeros and ones fell. Not in my favor. The random number generator didn't work for me. I didn't have enough experience points. I didn't have the right armor set. I didn't hit it the right way. Ding. Someone trying to talk to us?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I do have it set up for the hangout. It should make a noise, if I'm not mistaken. Hi, Slacker.
No, that was. I don't know what that was.
Oh, wait, so you're able to start typing again, huh? I wasn't paying attention.
That was the page itself being stupid.
F40 value. Yeah, we're still trying to look up the price of a goddamn car.
Haggerty valuation tool.
Ferrari, $1 million. So you only dropped the mil, 1.1 mil.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Next car.
A 1991 specifically?
Well, I think that was the last year for it. No,
Okay.
maybe. Well, yeah, that went from 1987 to 92. So I figured the ones made in 92 were probably better than the ones made in 87 because they'd been building them for 5 years at that point. Probably pretty good at it by then. So, yeah, definitely buy one of those.
That's definitely run some drugs car.
That's definitely pulled the fuck over car.
That's definitely a fucking video game, like Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit fucking car. Like,
Well, for one thing alone, fucking one thing alone. Let's see.
Motherfuckers got used on sale. Oh wow, Fort Lauderdale. Flybys. Oh, okay. All right, wait.
Like just the sound of that car. Well, that's not the sound of that car.
I know.
Just making it clear to everybody else.
All right, dude. Easy with the splash. Things just crackling off shots, dude.
Well, like, actually, yeah. Let's show that car. Because that car's...
Is anyone else seeing this, or are we just we? Oh, we're just. Oh, come on! You gotta.
Well, I was playing for the sound, but... Like, yeah, I would totally have one of those. Because that's just like the pinnacle of Ferrari, in my opinion.
It's just
twin turbo, 3.5 liter V8.
but just that fuel just explodes.
It's the first car to do 200 miles an hour. First production car to do 200 miles an hour. 201. It's like we didn't. It's not,
But he's just like spitting all the gas out onto the pipes, though. Like,
well, it's he has it tuned, probably. Like that thing's probably fast as shit if he has an open road or take it on a track. But yeah, I would definitely have that fucking car right there. Well, one like that. Fucking sweet.
all right, so you got the Ferrari F40.
All right, Ferrari F40.
Going with that one James Bond that they had. It wasn't Pierce Brosnan. It was like the dude before that. After Roger Moore. Who died, by the way.
Roger Moore.
Yeah. Wasn't he a part of the whole 2016 apocalypse? Was it last year?
Oh, I have no idea. Let's see. Probably.
Oh, of course. A Bugatti what? All right, so yeah, your first one was the Ferrari, 91 Ferrari F40 at 1.1 mil.
192. 92 Ferrari.
Well, whatever.
F40.
Bugatti Chiron.
Yeah, Bugatti Chiron.
And how much does this fucker cost? Because so far, like the first one you picked, the 91, is like, that's actually a banging value right there, dude. And you still got $500 million left. You know, $548.9 million left. You know what I mean?
I'd buy one of these.
Oh boy. But how much does this Chiron cost? Because I think you put this on this. You showed us this on the show before.
Yeah, I probably did.
What, you're dreaming about these things and you don't even know?
I can't think of it right now.
Oh, what does it say? To what? 30. My eyes are horrible. I'm the one with glasses. Just go that base price. Just be like Three mil.
Yeah, basically $3 million.
See, okay, yeah, you're crushing some value here right now. This is pretty nice. All right, so do you want to share this one, or you just want to go to? Just go to give us the third.
Was there even sound to that?
Oh.
Oh. Here, I'll full screen it and bring it up.
On screen.
On screen number 1.
Wesley.
Shut up, Wesley.
I think you would have to keep these car purchases at that no more than $5 to $8 million per car, because a ton of the rest of the other money is going to have to be spent on land to like have your own track. Because where the fuck are you taking that shit? Seriously, like what are you, like that guy had his out on like was it the Autobahn, I guess, or something over in Europe.
There's a road in North Dakota that I would actually like see if I could fucking get away with it. It's a 90-mile, perfectly straight.
If you have a lot of money,
level road.
I was going to say
Dakota.
90 miles. You said
90 miles.
Okay, yeah, I would assume if
that
you had
car does 261 miles an hour.
Right, but I would assume if you had a lot of money and grease a lot of palms, I think getting a road shut down wouldn't be a problem in North fucking Dakota. Honestly, you're like, yeah, we ain't doing nothing. Just one time. Just let me just fucking go crazy. Although it would be kind of risky though, dude. The video games only simulate so much.
Hold on, let me find the part of this video.
200.
You can't show the whole video. So
12 gear. Yeah, let me keep it down too, because they might.
Where is it?
Oh, they're gonna fucking. They probably banged us for copyright like when we started. For fuck's sake. Yeah, go fast. Stop talking. Go fast. Go fast.
He's about to.
Go fucking fast. We might have to do something, dude, where if there would be a way to just put like a shrunken version of this, kind of like how like Colbert and all them guys do on TV. Like maybe we could get away that way. Like, because we would be in essence a frame.
This insane vehicle runs with a tyre pressure monitoring system that goes to 2 decimal places because tyre pressures are critical. I'm now running at about right. Below 2.8 bar is dangerous, so I'm going to concentrate. And the pressure drops with the airflow over, so I'm losing pressure front left and rear right. Keep one eye on it, it's fine. And there we are.
There's 350
236 miles
kilometers.
an hour, one hand.
375 kilometers an hour.
I think they call that engineering. I'm going to slow down. That's outrageous. There's so much airflow over the front tires. They
a foil comes up
200 miles an hour
in the back to help with the brake
it's
assist.
an air brake.
Wow.
The spoiler turns into an air brake.
But again, dude, like I said, you might as well just buy land and just build a track.
Air brake gives as much force as like the brakes in, say, an economy like a Honda Civic. That airfoil alone does as much braking as a Civic has all together with all 4 disc brakes.
$3 million, not bad. So far you only spent 4.1, and you got some dope shit. So what's number 3?
Number 3. Oh wait, I didn't put that up on the screen.
That's what I was saying. I was like waiting for you to like bring that shit over. Just get a shot, cause no, we're gonna get copyrighted, banged anyway. So fuck it, bucket.
All right. Well, at least we know where.
Yeah, that thing just looks fierce. Fierce.
It's an awesome car. Is that the spot?
Know what I'm going to do. This insane vehicle runs with a tyre pressure monitoring system that goes to 2 decimal places because tyre pressures are critical. I'm now running at about right. Below 2.8 bar is dangerous, so I'm going to concentrate.
2.8
and the pressure
what?
drops with the
Bar.
airflow over, so I'm losing pressure.
Atmospheres.
Front left and rear right. Keep one eye on it, it's fine. And there we are.
250.
236 miles an hour.
236 miles an hour.
And it doesn't even feel like you're doing anything.
Yeah, it's like a hyper luxury car
Yeah, like you're literally just
gliding across
Yeah.
the ground at fucking ridiculous amounts of speed.
3 million, bro.
Yeah, that's
3
why
mil.
I'd buy one of those because it's just like, fuck. It's like, all right, I'm gonna go see my cousins in Indiana. That's 600 miles.
No,
I'm gonna
but
go through.
yeah, but here's the problem.
Here's the problem, though. The tires will only last so long at those speeds.
Well, yeah, of course, because friction will always win. But
well, the tires
sure.
are spinning so fast.
come back to us. Yeah,
The tires are spinning so fast at those speeds that, like, the RPMs on the tires are ridiculous. Like, it's double digits in the G's, easy. Like the tires are trying to rip themselves apart. So like it's pretty amazing that they develop tires that, don't just fucking completely fly apart at those ridiculous amounts of G-forces.
can you imagine how long you gotta wait for part orders?
Well, these
on that fucking
tires,
shit,
to replace the tires on this thing is like
6 figures, at least. Tell me 6 figures.
It's 5 figures, but you're spending probably like $25,000.
I'm saying it's going to be more than what
tires.
people pay for an economy car, dude.
Yeah,
It's
like a Honda
I
Civic
pay
or
more
new-
for my tires
Should
than
I
you
buy a
paid for
Honda
your whole
Civic
car.
or
Yeah,
get new tires for the fucking van.
yeah.
Chiron.
You know, like Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, so 4.1 million so far, and your first one was the Ferrari 92 F40 at 1.1 mil. That was the Bugatti Chiron, the brand new one or the newest, and that's coming base value at 3 mil. Of course, you could probably get some extra shit, so we'll just go base value because we don't got to go. Again, you got the money at this point because you've only taken a dent out of what we call it $1 billion. Well, your fantasy, but the $1 billion Powerball, and then if they take 45% out with the taxes, leaves you with 550.
Yeah.
So
not my
far
fantasy,
you
but
haven't.
that's the record.
So far you haven't dented shit. You know what I mean? Like you're still living fucking fat, like really fat. Fatty McFat, fat. Okay,
Fatty
you've
McFat, fat.
you've only spent $4 million on your cars, so
Yeah, so far.
Oh yeah, fuck. Okay,
I
so
would this would be probably one of my daily cars.
BMW.
This is a lot cheaper than other cars.
M6.
M6 Grand Coupe. Because it's a big 600 horsepower fucking German sedan. And
Yeah.
Really fast.
This is how we got to grocery market fast. Yeah.
Autobahn cruiser.
Yeah, just a cruiser on the world's fastest public highway.
Yeah.
Yeah, just some cruiser.
Yeah. I don't
So
know if I'd get it in matte black like this, but this is Well, I think that one's actually maybe customs, but that one's pretty sweet.
How much you think? What's the tag you think?
Well, for a stock one, it would be. Let's see.
Grand Coupe Coupe. Oh, only 100?
Yeah, it's. I'm not picky. See, get a few expensive cars, or a few ridiculously expensive cars, and then get some regular expensive cars.
Dude, all right, look, for number 4, can I put a request in? Can you pick something that kills Hollywood actors? You know what I mean? Like
Kills Hollywood actors.
Yeah, because they're just like ridiculously fucking priced cars that they're only one of 30 people that have them and they wreck it. You know what I mean? Like, just something that's like, give me a ridiculous number at this point now. Like, because you haven't, dude, like I said, you haven't even spent $5 million total.
Well, see, well, yeah, like I would I mean I would have lots of cars. It wouldn't necessarily be lots of super expensive cars. Lots of cars in general is just, yeah.
But well, see, that's but that's what I'm saying. Is you got to worry about the Jerry Seinfeld thing, where you got to like buy an entire block and have the elevator system and all that shit in the building.
Here, I'll show you something I would buy if it's not a car, but if I could afford it. What the hell was the name of it?
World's largest sloth.
Oh wait, yeah, slope. I forget what it's. Yeah, this boat. The Mirabella 5 or V.
Bit of a sale, or are we?
Dude, it's the best way to get around. You never have to worry about running out of fuel. You just need wind. And even if you need to use the engine, it's gonna last you a while because it's diesel, and you don't need a lot of horsepower to move a sailboat.
Well, you've sailed pretty much since you were a kid, right?
Well, yeah, my parents used to have a sailboat, but yeah, it's 254.6 feet long.
All right, how many million per feet?
Does it say the value of the thing here?
No. Oh, she nodding. Nope.
Okay, well,
Dude, you can only imagine what the fees are going to be to like dock that motherfucker. Yes, we're getting ourselves the Mirabella 5. I wonder why they called it a sloop, in all honesty.
well, it's got a single mast. That's what sloop means.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just letting you know.
Aye, Captain. Am I, Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I don't think you need to worry about the,
Fuck you. YouTube. Eat a dick. We don't make any money from this. And no one really watches it. So why then do you give us shit when we
did you pay attention?
try to play
this
videos
thing is
and they
huge.
just do this with background music?
What are you doing?
I'm fucking with YouTube content ID.
Oh.
See what happens if you
yeah.
talk over it. You know, like I do want to experiment. I do want to do an experiment and do actually remove audio and see what that actually does, especially towards the stuff that like we talk over and they bang us for. Because it's like, all right, just remove that fucking audio and then just maybe watch the video. And then I've seen some channels where they do that. I think they use YouTube's program for doing it, and it just puts a really extreme gate where their voices sound like they're overly compressed, but they still cut through. They actually still come on through the mix. Jesus. That's what you'd buy. How much? How did we figure out how much it is?
I'll figure that out in a second, but like, yeah, this is just
The Mirabella 5. Giant ass. Look, and there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on it.
well up there. I mean, it's,
So, dude, you would have to think about a crew. You would have to think about,
yeah.
you know, like,
yeah. Well,
aye,
actually,
Captain Verne, the mightiest sloop of the northern seas. She not be a warship, but
this thing is pimp on the inside. I'm gonna see if I can find pictures of it in a second.
I can imagine. I mean, but how much? How much?
I'm going to find that out.
How much is it? How much is it?
Hold your,
How much is it?
hold your.
Well,
fucking
they don't
horses.
see this, and they're kind of like, oh, 50 million. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
50 million. You got to have that stupid purchase.
Yeah. Well, I'd probably live on it. I'd fucking, I don't know. We'd be doing the show from on that motherfucker.
I wonder how fast that money would run out then. Because, dude,
No, because I'd also buy a business.
yeah,
Like
but
I would fucking figure out a business that's on its way up, and I'd pump a bunch of money into the company and buy controlling interest. So then, because if they're already on their way up, if they had a huge influx of cash, well, that gives them a chance to.
hopefully make more cash.
Yeah, hold on, let me find some big pictures.
But, dude, that's actually what kills a lot of those, not kills, like, well, sometimes literally, but literally and figuratively, that's what crushes a lot of them fucking lottery winners because they try to they go broke so fast because they try to put their hand in business. Like, oh, I'm just gonna make.
Well, no, I wouldn't do anything. I'd just be like, look, you guys do your thing. If I start seeing a problem, I might.
But
I
that's.
might intervene.
But see, I'm
if
pretty
it's a
sure.
problem.
I'm pretty sure other folks have said shit like that, and have tried to go in with. But hear me out, because a lot of them, what they'll do is they'll get into a business that they have no experience. Like, for example, it would be like a guy who was a fucking carpenter and a bit of a general contractor. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, I'm going to open up a bar. And it's like, it's going to fail. Like, because you've never done that before. So it's almost like you got to do it in your niche, you know, like as much as the guy would hate it, he would have to be like, dude, go invest in something that involves construction if you're that general contractor guy, because you've fucking done it before. You know, you've done it. And if you're a good, and especially if you're a good one and had a good reputation.
There's the deck.
Yeah, we're plebes, dude. Like, I guarantee the grill probably is more than what I make in 6 months. I mean, you know, the hand railings, that's 5 weeks of paychecks. You know what I'm saying? Like, to replace, you know what I mean? Like, that floor, the flooring. Well, I mean, yeah, that would just be a ridiculous number because that's a big deck. You know, like, I mean, the sink is probably like 3 weeks for me. The knobs is probably like 5 days, not 5. Well, it's a week. The knobs, I would say, like the knobs on the grill are like 3 days pay. You know, like the starters and the gas regulators are probably like, they're probably like 16 weeks. It's like 4 months pay for like for us. Like, oh my God, dude.
This is the interior.
Oh, dude, the couch is 2 months pay. That's 2 months of my pay. And that's that one one section, like that one guy that's just sitting there to the right of the silver bowl.
Looks like there's a bar over here.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, the bar itself is probably like 9 months of my pay. Like, this room is probably total value like 7 years of my pay. Like it's oh my god, dude.
Like, why? I figure, why buy a mansion when I could buy a yacht that I could take
Anywhere.
wherever?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
And then when I'm not using it, I rent it out to other rich people.
well, yeah, I mean, I guess that's the game. All right, I guess.
Oh, you need a yacht for the week?
I'll-
Well, you can rent
All right,
mine.
I'll jump in on your fantasy of the fucking lottery. I have to admit, dude, like anyone that's like, oh, if I win the lottery, I honestly, I think it's fun. I mean, it's
It's just a bit of fun.
It's something that is fun but I just sit there and I think about it.
It's just like, if basically,
Dude,
the
I've
idea
never played
is,
it though, but I've never played it, and I just see it as such a waste. I honestly see it as a waste.
Well,
And
think
this
about
coming
it
from
like
a guy that
this.
smokes
If
cigarettes,
you
which is an
spend
ultimate fucking
$2
waste.
on one Powerball number when it's like $300 or $400 million, and you win, think of the return on investment on that.
Yeah, but that's
I don't
If.
I don't play very often.
like,
I
but
just-
that's look. Like I said, I'm one to say this given my life choices, but but the fact of the matter is if I were to take that $2 and if someone were to tell me like, here's $2 to try and go make more money, I'm probably socking it into a bank, dude. I mean, it does stink though, because like the interest rates, you just don't make any money on it. But just in the long term, if it was something like, I do not touch this money ever, and someone gave me $2 a day to go play numbers, I'm like, I'm putting it in a bank, because that's gonna be 2 times 365. I mean, right there, it's 710 something, or 730 something maybe. It's right there. You know what I mean? Like, in 1 year, you got 700 some bucks. It's pitiful. I know, because of the way the fucking banking shit just, they changed the whole fucking game right when we graduated high school. So, like, here you go, guys. Yeah, you're not going to make any money on your bank accounts like we used to. My uncle told me a story where, when he was a young guy and, got a skill job right out of high school and so forth. But he had a straight up savings account, and he was like very smart with how he wrote his checks, because with the savings account you're only allowed like six to eight withdrawals before they would, back then you're only allowed 6 or 8 withdrawals per month before you started getting charged, because the point was, the incentive was keep your money in the bank, and the other incentive side was, you got like 4% interest rate, dude. You know what I mean? Like, you made money on actual savings accounts. And no, excuse me, he had a checking account, and that's what it was. And a checking account back then, you would make money. It was only actually be like 2%, 1 or 2%. Now it's like 1/100th of a percentile. Like, no bullshit, dude. You need to have like $1,000 in there before you make $1. It's fucking ridiculous.
That's some bullshit.
It is. But my uncle was telling me he had a checking account, and like, he would just do his normal bills with it, and he was smart with when he would take the money out. So when he would get paid every week, he would always be above the limit, and it's always making, because they had stricter stipulations on the accounts, but they did it because you would make money with that shit. You know what I mean? Like, and dude, it got to the point where a bank rep called him up and was like, yo, why don't you move like some of this money over? Because you got like a shit ton of money in this checking account. Why don't you move it over into a savings account? He fucking banged it over to a savings account and like started making even more interest on it. You know what I mean? He was like, dude, it was fucking amazing back then. And he's like, and then all of a sudden it just by the time you guys graduated high school, it just changed. Like, no one was, like, we started seeing the rates drop and drop and drop, and it was like, we're not making, people used to live off their interest, like retirees and shit like that.
Well, rich people still do.
Yeah, but you got to be uber rich. I'm talking like people like my grandmother in the 80s and shit like that who weren't working. You know what I mean? And like, there was a time, especially 70s and 80s, dude. People could with the proper investing, like, they'd be living off their fucking interest. It'd be awesome, dude. But It's not happening no more.
Yeah.
You know. So it's just kind of like I said, it's just, even though I said the whole thing with the bank, it's just like, why at least hold on to some money, like to try and sit there and take like the Hunger Games fucking shot of like, all right, I'm gonna put this $2 up and this is my tribute and maybe I'll get picked, you know what I mean, like, and maybe I'm getting fucking hooked up, like, I don't know, like, it's
like I don't ever actually expect it to happen, to win.
So then why give that money away? Again, coming from the guy that doesn't make the greatest life choices.
Not all of the money, not all of the ticket money goes to the pool. Part of it goes to support older Pennsylvanians.
That's what they tell you on the commercials, but
no, it's true. It's true. They can't tell you that if it's not true, and it is true.
Like, I guess.
That's
I know.
That's the good side of the game.
But I've seen plenty of senior citizens in some fucked up situations in Pennsylvania, dude, and I don't know where the fuck this lotto money's really going. You know what I mean? Like, I see.
Well, a lot of it does go towards the prize, but
that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, like the one building I was living in, like there was an older woman there, retired, and she was jacked
on
up,
one ticket.
dude. This woman was jacked up, dude. She needed to be in like some type of, not even if it was assisted living, but like public housing and not the shit building that we were living in. You know, like, so I don't know where this money's going, because they could easily talk to her and be like, hey, yeah, we could take you to this place. You still have your own apartment. It's just going to be dudes there. And in Conshohocken, they have a couple of buildings like that, actually. You know. It's like the public. Well, it's a company, but they work for the public service, for the public sector, like SEPTA. Which, by the way, I want to try and make Wawa before I go home tonight. So, how long does it usually take to walk there?
I don't know, but Google Maps can tell us.
Dude, I'll look it up. You don't have to.
No, I got it.
What, are you going to show everybody? This is where I live. Dude, it was kind of fucked up because the last time I went, I got there. Like, no bullshit, dude. I got there before the time said it was leaving the mall to come down this way. And, like, I didn't get the motherfucker until, like, 11:30. Like, I was out there for close to 40, dude. 40 minutes to... cocksuck. I said 40, yeah, at least strong 40, 45 minutes. But that's what that's the shit I was talking about outside. Like, you know, because like, yeah, the cars are cool, but like, you know, if you're lucky enough to have like the super duper awesome cars, like, more power to you. You know, I just don't know what you're gonna do with it. You know, driving like a normal schleb on fucking 76. Like, you have to have your own land and do something special for something like that. You know.
Well, it's meant to be driven at all speeds. The Veyron, the F40. I'd just like several months ahead of time of when I want to do it. I'd just, you know, rent out Pocono Raceway for the day, so I can just go fucking.
Dude,
driving.
You could call up your other newly found rich friends that you'll find after ditching me.
I'd call up my friends and I'd be like, "Yo, meet me at my garage."
But you're gonna trust, dude. Are you gonna trust some of our dopey ass friends on a fucking raceway, and people are gonna try and open up?
Not everybody. I wouldn't. There's certain people.
I can't do it. I'll tell you right now. I can't fucking do it. I'll ride. I'll take a hot ride. I can't do it. I don't want to have that responsibility of going that fucking fast and dealing with that, because I have no skill, dude. I've never done that shit. Our little dumb gay fucking 110 over the Dan Howard Bridge.
Chiron fast.
Well, yeah.
That's why it's so expensive. It's actually it costs them more than they're charging for that car.
I doubt that.
No, it's true.
I doubt that.
Bugatti is a technical exercise company.
It's
for
$3 million, dude.
Volkswagen Group, which is one of the largest. It's like number 2 largest car company in the world.
It's $3 million. You
mean
to
but
tell
the
me they're
technology
sinking...
they develop there trickles down into all their other stuff. They own Volkswagen. They own Porsche. They own Audi. They own Lamborghini. They own Seat.
Okay, I can
They own
I get that
a
now.
bunch of car companies.
Because they'll be able to nickel and they're gonna make it on the nickel and dimes.
Bugatti is their skunk works. Like if they were Lockheed, it would be skunk
Skunk
works.
Works, yeah.
Because it's like we're just gonna build the fucking craziest, most reliable. Like that's the thing about all the Bugatti Veyrons and Veyron Super Sports and Grand Vitesses, which are the convertible version of the Super Sport, but like they're pretty much bulletproof engines because they can actually run at a lot more horsepower. But it's like over engineered. So the engine's never going to break because the engine's never anywhere near its actual stress levels.
$3 million.
Yeah, $3 million.
$3 million.
W16 engine with 1,200. Or no, wait,
For
1,500 horsepower.
For $3 million.
1,500 horsepower.
For $3 million, you can be the human test pilot.
Well,
for a car
here's
company.
The thing. They just set a record. 0 to 400 kilometers an hour, back to 0. How quick do you think they did it?
Under 5 seconds.
No, that's pretty ridiculous.
Okay,
I see. 400 kilometers an hour. Here,
what is 400 kilometers an hour?
Here, I'll find out.
It's like 290 something, right? Isn't it in half? Well, no, dude, that's even because the one said 361 kilometers, and that was 280 something or 61 miles per hour, right? Yeah,
248.54 miles.
Okay, so 250 miles per hour.
Yeah, 250. Yeah,
So just,
250.
We're rounding up on this show. I mean, fuck that. So 200.
Okay,
from zero
to 248 back to 0.
Now, how are they getting back to 0? Are they downshifting or are they straight breaking that shit hard?
Brakes.
Holy fuck!
It took them 42 seconds.
Jesus Christ! Why?
It actually stops in half the time. It stops from 248 miles an hour to 0 in like a little over 10 seconds. You're actually, if you slam on the brakes hard as possible with the ABS on, you'll actually feel 2 G's pulling you.
You're still going. You're still
braking. It's 2 G's worth of braking.
Jesus Christ! Why $3 million? Why?
Because if you're doing 248 miles an hour and you need to stop because there's traffic ahead, because
where are you going to be? First off, you
covering,
cunt. Where are you going to be that you can do 248? You're not doing 248 miles per hour on 420 fucking 2, bro.
No,
you're not doing it on 76. You're not doing it on 676. You're not doing it on 95. You ain't doing it on 80, 81. You're not doing it on 85. You're not doing it on the fucking Northeast Extension. You're not doing it on the 202 on the highway side of North Jersey.
I already told you where I would go.
Yeah, but
North Dakota.
Yeah, okay.
Any other time, I'd just be able to drive around
and you're
knowing
gonna
I could smoke any fool who pulls up next to me.
And you wouldn't fucking be able to because you'd be stuck like a dope in stop-and-go traffic.
It's a 0 to 60.
From here through the Midwest and Chicago all the way out to fucking North Dakota. So you can then go, oh, look, now I can get my 90 miles
at any point,
that I bribed the local sheriffs to have. Because, I won the lottery and I'm a fucking asshole.
But it's fast below that, too. Like, I don't have to go that fast. It's still fast.
Oh, stop it.
Like,
what are you going to do with it?
You're making it out like I'd have to drive it at the fucking top end all the time. No, I can still smoke anything on the road.
You do, because you make enough money to pay off the judge. That's why. You make enough money to pay off the judge. So flaunt it. You're going to be like the most boring rich guy ever.
No, I wouldn't.
You'd be the most boring. boring in a good way. I say that, you know,
How would I be a boring?
in a good way, because you're not going to be like the other guys and gals who have won the massive, like, triple digit millions when it comes to the lottery, and they're broke and or dead in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see that happening to you. I don't see you being broke and dead in 5 years. Like you're I guarantee you probably wouldn't. Well, let's see, the boat. You probably wouldn't even do 100 mil. I don't think you would do 100 mil, even with the boat, because that would be where you're living. You know.
Well, I'd have like a nice, I'd have a house like this size somewhere. Because
Honestly, why though? Because
because if I ever do meet somebody and have
you're gonna be meeting plenty of bitches if you win the fucking lottery. Let's
see when I go with chicks I'd be interested in dating, they wouldn't know I was rich until after we were already dating for a while. That's why I'd want to have just a regular house. That's what the yacht's for. If I want to fucking go live in luxury, I just go to my yacht.
Yeah, I guess one thing you could possibly do is you would have to work some kind of job as like some bullshit cover though. In a sense, you'd always have to quasi undercover boss it in like a dumbass way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, no, I'd just buy I'd buy a company, and I would actually work there. You see, I'm a weird owner. No, I would leave the company in the hands of somebody who knew what they were doing.
You would just have an office. You would have a daycare there, is what you're describing.
I would just work in the company.
What job would you do?
I'd just be one of the regular dudes down at the bar.
But what? See, that's what I was getting at earlier with the
I'd fucking, like, if it was like store chain, I'd be working at one of the stores as a manager. Just so that
a retail manager.
Why not?
I would at least be like stock guy, because you could be in the back, you can talk shit. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to deal with the floor, especially if you're like, what retail chain would you buy? What, are you gonna buy the fucking pay off the Waltons?
No.
Like,
no.
See, this is what I'm saying.
But no, I would fucking, until I was like married, I would actually just like have a company, and where whatever it was. Like, if it was like a company that made something, I would actually, like, you know, be one of the guys that fucking manages the floor or something.
Yeah, but it's something, dude. Have you ran a CNC machine before? Like,
no, but
have you run any milling equipment?
I don't know how to
have
do
you
that
ran
to tell people how to do? I don't have to tell people how to do their jobs.
You would do. You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. This is what I was saying. The contractor / carpenter that goes and opens up a bar, and then sits there, and because he has all his lotto money, sinks all of his fucking winnings, or a good portion of these winnings.
I'm talking about somebody who, like, I would be.
So
the people who are in control of things would not be me. They'd be people who knew what.
Right. So you need to just
I would just be somebody who's in control of people.
Doing what though? Because that's the thing.
Telling them to do their jobs.
So you just want to be someone's boss for the sake of being someone's boss?
No,
when you have no skill. But I'm saying,
you don't know that I don't.
You got to get a skill where you technically work for somebody else. Like that's what I'm saying is like
everybody works for somebody else.
But no, in a way, like in your company, like if you're going,
the only people who don't work for somebody else is the people who own the company.
Fucking hell! Listen, what I'm saying is you okay? Say you get this company. Okay, let's say for example, you get that place that makes manufactures computer boards over in Norristown, right? I used to work for them, Positran, right? Okay, say you sit there, you go to them. And like, I'm buying your company. You're going to work for me. We're going to invest money into this place. We're going to make
most people wouldn't know that I was the owner.
Okay, so and that's what I'm saying is you would have to sit there and work, like down in the docks in the warehouse, like, and you would have to work underneath them. But you get to have it set up where the guy's like, oh yeah, he just does his thing over there, and it's cool, and that's it. That's the best cover, dude. Because if you're a boss, then you know what I mean. Like they're already going to. Oh, okay. He's already.
Well, you got to be able to explain being able to afford a house and a nice car, because even my cheap car
Do you
is gonna
can
be a
people,
nice
dude?
car.
The people that work at that company make a good living to afford a house and a car, like, you know. And if anyone says anything like, "Oh, you know, when I was younger, I was smart with investments. My mom gave me $2 a day for lottery tickets, and instead, I fucking invested it."
And then
You
one
know?
of my friends goes, "Oh, bullshit."
Oh, hey, we got
Hey, who do we got?
Oh,
Hey, who's
gee.
that there?
Oh no, we got bring it over on here. That's fucking hilarious.
What?
That's fucking hilarious. I'll let you read it. Oh, Manny Rosenberg. Okay, Manny, why don't you read that? That's funny.
Spam in our chat, huh?
Well, read it.
I did.
No, to the audience.
Why am I going to read it to the audience?
Because it's called Play at Home, dude. They ain't going to see this later. So anyway, don't do anything to it yet. I'm going to read it. It says, "Hi, Slacker Americana." And they actually sat there and did the Google chat highlight. It said, yeah, "Hi, Slacker Americana fans." There's probably more people on mic than in the room. Would you like to meet up with hot chicks? Come to my channel and get a free link to Meet all-time hot chicks dot web.
Hot chicks.
And you can meet horny sluts that are into Slacker. Dude, there's sluts in... Oh, whores. $10.99. $10.99. We got whores in the city. Yeah. Eric says, come to my site at drilledbeyondrecognition.com to see horny sluts drill beyond. Get your free date now. Thanks, buddy. So, Manny, you're not going to get kicked out. We're just going to put you in timeout.
Yeah, timeout.
I already did it. Yeah.
Behave yourself, Manny. You want to spam shit? All right. Well, you pay us to mention you.
Yeah. Which I will accept in meeting one of these hot sluts. All-time hot chicks.
She better be like a fucking 11.
For this show? I think...
Come on.
Oh, sorry. That's my honesty.
Don't ruin it.
That's my ethics and honesty.
Don't ruin it.
13.
And
she needs to be a 13.
Fritos. Yeah. Fritos. Hook us up.
Not 13. She needs to be a 13.
Yeah. It's got to be specific. Then.
This is YouTube, and people like to chop the... Save that fucking... Manny's gonna fucking rage tube on us.
What's gross, Riley?
She's probably saying that Eric's, but Riley, Eric,
Oh.
Eric's is good. Eric's is good people. I think they can still view his message because it says view deleted message. Maybe that's just us on our end.
I think it's just us because we're
we
the boss.
Yeah.
We're the boss of this chat.
Time for 300 seconds. I'm waiting for him to drop another one. That'd be fucking hilarious. If he was like, "Look, guys, I'm serious. These are the all-time Hall of Fame hot chicks."
I'm Mandy Rosenbike. I wouldn't lie to you. These chicks are so damn hot you wouldn't believe it. It's crazy.
So why do you, so I mean if they're hot, like why the shitty fucking marketing approach there, Manny? Like why you got to do that?
Hey, put up or shut up. Let's see him.
Yeah, I mean seriously.
Come on, Manny. You got to show us the.
I know. Okay, so it deleted it. Yeah. Even though I cuss up a storm. This fucking spammer. Wow, we got the attention of an algorithm. A fucking spammer. We got a spammer. So the algorithm's working a little bit. It's working tiny bit. Well, more or less, Riley. I mean, it is gross, but a lot of times it's bots. A lot of times it's just bot accounts. It's just copy and paste garbage. People get paid to do that shit. Just go around and be like, I need this banged out in as many different. But see, I don't know how or what the point of anything that would be, because, you know how you can do that thing where I go to Slacker Americana's page, right? Our admin John on YouTube, and I can put in your username or channel URL for, you know, the Ranter or Lead-Footed Loudmouth or any of the other channels that you run, your accounts.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll show like all the comments that you've done on our channel. And you can even set it up where people can sit there and be like their comments all the time everywhere. You know what I mean? Like almost like clicking on the user and seeing in Reddit and seeing all their shit. Like you can do that with YouTube. And I don't understand what the point of what those guys would do if they get paid for it. Like how do they get tracked for their pay? And because obviously people are going to delete them. It gets marked for spam. So the shit doesn't appear up in the history. If there's so many strikes against that channel, it's going to get or channel or profile. It gets fucking shut down. You know, even if they don't have videos up, they're like, this is an annoying prick by, you know what I mean? Like, especially if it gets flagged enough by enough page owners or channel admins and creators. So I don't know how they can prove that stuff. Like my roommate, Eric, you know, they can straight, you know, they can straight up see what he does because he's logged into an infrastructure, you know, and a mainframe system. You know what I mean? Like a web portal. Then that's what it is. Yeah, he logs in through a portal and does the work that way. So they see, oh, he clicked X amount of times per hour for blah, 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 blah. So even if there was a company that would have him do maybe legit commenting, like, is there a portal for that? Like, how did they... People are getting paid for shit posting, dude. Like, people get paid for shit posting. But I don't understand what the point of it is if it gets fucking marked, flagged, deleted, gone. How does the
Because it works in the short term.
But how does the client fucking know that the guy actually went and shit posted on 500 different videos for him and that he actually did the 500 videos and not only say 10, 15, 20 and take the money for five hundo. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
like, I mean, maybe Eric knows. I don't know if he's ever been in that side of the biz, you know, where he actually had to do like marketing like that. Because his stuff is actually, he's actually kind of working for the enemy. Because he's helping the internet tell me that I need to buy underwear when I visit fucking Amazon, when I search shit at home. Algorithms, dude. He works in the algorithms. He's in the fucking matrix, bro. It's fucking dude, this shit is nutty. It's still like he tells me about it all the time and I'm just still like, oh my god, wow. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm still like amazed by it. You know what I mean? It still blows the dome. Cuz it's the new fucking world, dude. It's how everything's ran now. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's like in it. You know, he's in the machine. He's in with the machine takeover. Today he helps sell me fucking underwear. Helps Amazon sell me underwear. Tomorrow this motherfucker will probably be like routing cars that drive itself and fucking trucks that do resupplies. What's that? 32 minutes. Okay.
33.
And that's directly from your door.
Yeah.
33 minutes. Okay.
It's a 33-minute walk.
So if I did like 9:45, that would be...
What time is it? It's
9:15. I gotta pee, so like let's play music. I really gotta pee.
You gotta pee?
I gotta pee.
You have to pee.
If you want to go to our channel,
what are we doing? What are we doing here?
I set up a unlisted playlist.
Oh, alrighty then.
I dropped. What did I drop in there? I'm not sure. Oh, hi, Caitlin. Thanks for stopping in. Looks like a friend of Riley's. So, I guess we might have to talk about some smart stuff.
Some smart stuff? Oh.
Well, a lot of shit that requires like smart thinking and smart stuff fucking happened the past week, dude. Like, dude, we're going to war. Seriously, like.
Hey, I fought the last couple wars, so I'm taking this one off.
Yeah, no, you and I were definitely in that 28% that said eat my ass on the Iraq war.
Yeah,
I mean-
I went to a protest across the street from the White House. So
I mean, I was definitely there, and not there at the protest. I never got out. Honestly, never got out into the streets. Should have, and but more or less the I remember as soon as they announced it, I was like, no, what? Yeah, right click on that. Right click and open new tab there. Uh-oh. Are we still going to be streaming?
yeah, I think so.
We'll find out. Hey kids, we're gonna find something. Yeah, it's still okay. Yeah,
We're still good.
I was gonna say, dude, that might actually help me at home. Because if I don't have to have that screen up where it's fucking crushing bandwidth all like that. Yeah. So playlist.
Hold your face. The hell are they?
Playlist.
I'm going.
And it's called music. Show music. There you go. All right, so I got 3 videos here. Did I go with those 3? All right, so these 3, all 3 are from the band Phantasm.
So am I actually playing the video here?
What's that?
Am I actually playing the video for them?
Yeah, it's our break.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I was going to go to the logo or what.
No,
All right, well,
because
jeez.
there's a video, and then
Gosh.
oh gee, okay, I'll explain this to you. So this is an actual shot video for one of their new songs called "Lock and Key," coming off of their. It's out now. The band's Phantasm. The name of the record is "3 Men Make a Tiger," and they are playing at Boot and Saddle Saturday, September 23rd in Philadelphia, basically where we're at. I believe it's Boot and Saddle. Eric will correct me if I'm wrong.
Boot and saddle.
But more or less, I'm excited because I'm going to this show Saturday. I haven't seen the boys in a while because they took a break, tried other bands, and then they said, "Hey, fuck it, let's just do Phantasm again." And they did Phantasm again. But not only am I going to see them this Saturday, but they're playing our next fucking house show in Wissahickon. Fucking A, dude. I'm so excited. And it's around the holidays, which is going to be nice because all my family's away. I don't have any immediate family, I should say. I don't have immediate family. Maybe we'll do a Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know. Maybe like a little something before the bands all start. We'll see. So, all right. So we're going to do Lock and Key. It's a video they shot and just released recently. And the next one is going to be Over and Over Again. I believe it's called Over and Over. It's just like the cut from the album. Again, from the new record. Yeah, Over and Over. And then the last one is this crazy thing they do. It's basically they do live looping. They'll sit there and live loop all their instruments and the drums into the guitar amps and the PA system. It's pretty fucking cool. So we'll see how long we're out for that because I really got to pee. And I might be peeing for a while. So, all right, let me bring the volume up. Yeah, so Phantasm, Heroes Like Americana. We're going to take a break in, I don't know, 10, 15? Something like that. Be back. Yeah. Phantasm. My buddies.
Phantasm.
Yes, it is that name of that from that movie. That old movie.
An old-timey movie.
Not too old timey. They had like I think like 5 of them, and they actually did like a final version like recently in the 2000s or so, 2000 or 2010s. Currently, what we're at. I know they call it the aughts, so I guess they call this the 2010s now. I guess what we gotta go with. But so yeah, I'm gonna be wrapping up here shortly. So I figured lightning round some shit because I want to go to Wawa. I'm hungry.
Sounds like a plan.
Aren't you heading too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's this way we can get out there early. So yeah, we do want to say thanks to Riley, and also thanks to Caitlin, her friend. She brought a friend along with her. Hey.
Yeah, bring a friend.
Yeah, bring some friends. Plus Eric dropped in, and Manny. Oh, Manny. So the lightning round on some shit. So there's like a new healthcare bill that's getting proposed. So everyone call your senators and congressmen and fucking raise hell again. So
Time to raise hell again, folks.
Yeah, because I mean it's another one of them fuck you bills that they're passing. They try and get rid of Obamacare.
Yeah. We don't want people to be healthy.
I don't understand. Like there's like this is kind of the beauty of Bernie Sanders too. And
if you're poor, you deserve to die.
That's their mentality with it. In the libertarian side of things, you know, thin the herd, basically. But it is kind of a fucked up plan of eugenics. But the thing is that's kind of the beauty of Bernie Sanders. And what the fuck is Hillary Clinton doing? Because Bernie's touring the country. You all right?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Just the whole Hillary.
Oh yeah. But here's how I'll sum it up though is in the sense of like Bernie's going around the country and he's going into like Trump counties and he's getting them folks on board with single payer. You know what I mean? Like he's going out there and he's pitching the left ideas and they're winning. It's winning people over. You know what I mean? Like the CNN town halls that they did with him over the summer and and part of the spring. These folks were like, look, I voted for Trump, but I like your idea, and I kind of wish you were president. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's where Hillary obviously comes in because of the fuck job that happened. But, like, she's been on this book tour, and, like, all she's doing is going across the country, and rather than rallying people to said Democratic Party, or at least, you know, that team or side of the aisle that's going to be introducing Bernie's idea, or where Bernie would be introducing his ideas from, Oh, Louder Than Life Festival. Oh, I'll have to check that out. I think that's out near them in the West Virginia area. Will you go fund me? Shit.
We can't even fund weed.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, I can't even go fund I mean, you know, shit.
Yeah.
But well, we could tell people if you start one, you put it on our page. We'll
Hey, why do you think we're trying to sell T-shirts?
Yeah. But the thing with Hillary is again
so we have money to sink into this.
She's just going out across the country right now and complaining, you know, and not the woman nagging thing, but literally even if it was like say John Edwards, and he wrote and you know what I mean, like anybody that's sitting there going out on a campaign or on this own tour after said election. I mean, granted, it definitely did have its asterisks. I always keep saying the asterisks because all of last year put an asterisk on shit, dude, and it's going to be that way for a long time, like a very long time. But it just it just kind of stinks, dude, because 2018 is not that far away. Like it's a year from now, we're going to be in the heart of election season for the midterms. I don't see the wave of blue for that team, if you will. Taking shit over from the Republicans, dude. Even though, like, yes, the Democrats are at a disadvantage because of whose seat is up. It just so happens that the seats the Democrats hold, they're up. A lot more of them are up this year than the Republican seats. It's just how it fell, how that, you know, cookie crumbled. But more or less, like, the ones they can flip.
The Democrats need a shutout.
dude.
Or else they're going to lose congressional power.
Well, they've already lost it, but they could even be that much more of like a minority, like to where they're nothing. Like
if they get chopped in half, they're screwed.
I think everyone, maybe Riley knows this. I think maybe Riley might be able to help. I think everyone in the House of Representatives is up. So that one's like a blank slate. That one's a clean slate. I think. It's the senators, I think, is where, okay, there's going to be a lot. And there's going to be a special election, obviously, with fucking Jersey, because their dude was found to be corrupt. Bob Mendoza, I think, or something like that. Menendez. Bob Menendez. He's on trial right now. So he's got well, yeah, Riley, take over the Dem. Well, that's kind of where we're hinting at here, is that, like, like I said, Bernie's out there doing the policy shit, and Hillary's out there complaining. So there was that with this week. The what I mentioned earlier in the show, North fucking Korea, dude. Like, we're so going into this motherfucker.
Well, if they do it right, it won't be a bad thing. And what I mean is they have to fucking cut the head off.
Just wipe out the party, the party leadership infrastructure with him.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, is it really... Dude, is it even feasible to do some kind of Team America Delta Force Chuck Norris shit? Like, because that's the only way you're going to be able to do it, to where... If
we send in all of the Navy SEALs...
They're going to get... Mission. Dude, but, well, you also got to remember, too, like...
Those guys are, like, super trained to be fucking, like, super stealth. Like, they don't fuck around. Like, if they're coming to kill you, you find out when they're killing you. Like... There's a reason they go through the fucking, like, craziest training, is because, like, they need to be able to do anything with, like, absolute stealth.
Well,
they have,
you
have to be able to infiltrate, like,
dude,
a place.
Yeah, to infiltrate
underwater.
Right, but that's Pyongyang, dude. Like, it's one thing that these guys go and they can do the airlift thing and get in, get out, and hit a spot in the Middle East. Like, Pyongyang has had all this time they've had 60 years to build up their shit. Like, you have to drop them dudes in Metal Gear style, and, like, they gotta work their way the fuck in and get out. Like, dude, the mission and logistics would be it's a suicide mission. It is a suicide mission to try.
Not necessarily.
Dude, like,
if you send in enough troops,
that's okay. So you're talking attrition right now.
No.
What's that? Are you a stoner? Yeah.
And
yeah. Hence the name of the show.
You do realize you're watching Slacker Americana.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of put it up front, like we normally we normally don't ritual or make clouds before the show, but we did today because I brought my buddy something. So and we said,
my shoulder was killing me, so I needed some.
Normally we don't, but it's kind of fun to do it. So, But yeah, again, I just think, dude, there's no good end with that. Militarily, dude, because again, what stalled him out the first time around? What stalled us out was, on both sides. What stalled the allied, the quote unquote allied side out, the anti-communist, was the winter, because it's just mountains, mud, and hills, like it's muck, and like. When it snows like a motherfucker, and you're digging out. Then the shit melts, causes mudslides. Then it's rainy season, causes mudslides. You get like 3 weeks in the fall that the ground is at least like arable. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a muddy, swampy, cold, swampy, marshy mess. So that's what fucked us up the first time. What fucked them up was the fact that we were able to drop dudes. Invasion forces, not spec ops, but the Marines. They did the famous landing at Incheon, where they landed behind Pyongyang and said, "Oh, really, motherfuckers?" And that kind of put a fear of God into them, and then everyone made the DMZ, and that's where we've been.
Well, the problem is, and this is why you don't just send in ground troops. There's artillery batteries all over fucking North Korea.
Dude, and that's the thing. Even the second we do something,
we would have
Seoul,
to do
Seoul
a
is destroyed.
surgical. We'd have to do a synchronized surgical strike on a lot of targets with a lot of cruise missiles. But if they were all timed properly to all hit their targets at the same time.
Well, we're talking war games then, son. I mean, this is Command and Conquer.
You do it.
Like,
You do it with the least. That's the least casualties. You're taking out.
you're going after
everything
military targets. Yeah.
Go after.
Oh,
surgical
Manny's
strike.
back. Manny's back.
Manny, what are you doing, buddy? Come on. This is our show here.
All right. Time out, Manny.
What are you doing?
So,
Huh? What?
but still, like, cause we gotta get wrapped up here soon.
All
But
right.
but to finish on this, like, I don't know, dude. There really isn't a military. I don't think there's a military option, especially when the motherfucker goes in front of the UN.
The surgical strike all the artillery batteries.
That's like
The surgical
10,000
strike them-
batteries, dude.
Yeah. Dude, do you know how many fucking... Like, if we fucking were smart about it and we fucking just waited and fucking just told Lockheed or whoever makes us fucking Tomahawk cruise missiles, I need you to pump out a fuck ton of those things. Because we're going to surgical strike military targets in
Dude,
in North Korea. And we're going to, at the same time, we send in the fucking Navy SEALs.
well, there would be ground forces because you have to hold the territory. I mean, dude, it's
All the ground
there's
forces
no
are going
good-
to be busy.
dude. There is no. Well, no, our ground forces to hold territory. Like, we got to get the fuck in there. Like,
No, because the North Korean people, their lives suck. They're going to take the opportunity. I guarantee. If you fucking cripple their fucking military infrastructure, their army is going to their armies are going to crumble because
well, yeah. I mean, they have fancy toys for the most part, but they're training. Like, are they ready to die? Like, are they on some real ready to die type shit? You know what I mean? Like, it's because again, look, Iraq had some decent shit the first go around, but their training sucked, and we fucked them up good. I mean,
no, it's
the first Iraq War was a
with
live
Iraq-
fire
with
exercise,
Iraq,
dude.
That's what we did. We took out the fucking critical infrastructure in Iraq.
Well, but then that's also. But
In
here's
Baghdad.
here's
and
the
the government fell apart.
yeah. But then here's the problem. All that critical infrastructure the first time around was destroyed, and we never rebuilt it. And those people, the civilians who had nothing to really do with it, no skin in the game for fucking Saddam, like, they suffered. Those people suffered tremendously. Like, if it was already bad for them, and then all of a sudden they have no water, no shit tanks, no
That's
food.
why we start doing
An
good shit
embargo.
for them after they overthrow their government.
Well, yeah, but after they overthrow it, but like if the majority of people are starving, like, they ain't got the strength to pick a rifle up. You know what I mean? Like, if you're really gonna go in and nation build on some shit, like, you got to go in and really fucking nation build. You know, like, you are helping motherfuckers brush their teeth and get fed, like, not just running
I
security.
guarantee you give them electricity, they're gonna be pretty happy. You give them running water, they're gonna be pretty.
As soon as you get in there, and as soon as we do shit, like, we would be an occupying force in North Korea.
Yeah.
They've got to have something. Aside from the fact that they could threaten, like, assets that we have and allies in Asia.
To answer you, Riley, you ask what would stop China and Russia from joining.
Well, Russia and China ain't down.
North Korea.
Russia and China ain't down with each other. That's one thing.
North Korea threatened to nuke us, and China was like, "If you do that, you're kind of on your own."
But here's the thing. Do they have the ability to actually nuke us, not Guam? And nothing against the people of Guam. But like, could they really do some shit to us? Or would we be the ones who sit there, go in, and fuck them up preemptively, that could turn China's opinion. Because they don't want us to go to fucking there and bomb shit. 40% of the manufacturing of the shit that does say made in China comes from North Korean slave factories. Straight up. There's a ton of Korean slaves, North Korean slaves making fucking Nikes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that's the other thing too is they probably haven't had the chance to actually, no doubt they didn't have the chance, past 60 years at least, to really go in and probably see what they have. Like in Afghanistan, they just said they found $1 trillion worth of minerals, which are important things for fucking modern electronics. Mercury, gold, silver. You know what I mean? Like they found $1 trillion worth of yeah, China won't even enforce the unions. Yeah, because China uses North Korea as a buffer state, and if we start fucking around in there, like they will get active. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying, dude. It's a fucked up situation. Like it really is a fucked up situation. Like Russia, we wouldn't have to worry. Russia's just going to sit in the back and Vladimir Putin and Vladislav.
I think it will go rest a little better.
Yeah, just going to sit there sipping tea, be like, oh, this is going to be interesting. You know, let's watch these dummies. You know, sitting back, just letting us just fucking punch ourselves out, gas out, and then this motherfucker going to come up.
Yeah, because they've, I don't know if they're still doing it, but for several years they kept trying to test our air defenses in the north.
Yeah, the little fucking flyover shit they do in Alaska. Dude, this is a fucked up time. We got the wrong motherfucker in the White House, dude. Like it's bad, bro.
People elected like the worst possible fucking president.
I mean,
ever have. He's probably going to go down as like one of, if not the worst president in U.S. history.
Real fast, I wouldn't call Riley. I would not call. You're going to get this late, but I would not call Russia communist. And it really wasn't a quote unquote communist. I know the whole no true Scotsman fallacy, but it really was a state capitalist system. Like there was private interest that owned shit in Soviet Russia, not as much as the state, because a lot definitely did get sold off. But even right now, Russia is more capitalist. It's far more capitalist than it is state owned. Yeah, it's the guys that, because even though it's an oligarch, and they're assigned. It's no different than what we have with Steve Mnuchin, okay? Like, it's just if Steve Mnuchin, by a vow, didn't fucking divest out of Goldman Sachs. It's kind of what Trump is doing right now. It's guys that get elected to public offices and they just don't divest from their businesses. You know what I mean? That's the same thing that's happening. That's the same setup that the Russian oligarchs have. You know, like, we just have, so far that we know of, it's just Donald Trump that's doing that. Like, I don't know if there really is anybody else who is a public official. I mean, Rex Tillerson fucking sold his shit. You know, he cashed out as CEO at Exxon and got his parachute money and then blind trusted it and all that. But just the guys and gals that are in there, the way they want to run it, their vision of the world, what they want to do. I mean, it's the Milton Friedman, Maury Rothbard, neoliberal horse shit that we've had our entire life, adult life, you know. Bill Clinton was in that mix. Reagan was definitely in that mix. The Bushes were in that mix. It's the shit that we've been experienced in our entire adult life now on steroids.
Yeah,
you know, like it's
run amok.
Absolutely run amok, man. It fucking stinks, dude. It's like, this is, I mean, you know, just to get in, I'll promise to make this brief. I'll probably, like, the next 2 minutes at least. That's why you kind of get in, like, I kind of get depressed about stuff. Like, you know, I'll say shit about, like, you know, for me, it would be nice to have a family, you know. But my job for what it is, and it's not a slight on the owners of the company at all. I mean, it is what it is. I can't raise a family on that. And that's not saying that one day I could do something with these guys that, wow, shit, they can pay me more money because they making more money. You know what I mean? Like, it's you know, people don't want to keep people around because they lose money for a company.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, shit. When a quarterback is ready to doesn't have the juice, what do? They try and renegotiate his contract less, you know, or get rid of him, replace him, you know, because then they can get a guy in there who's a little bit fresher, pay him less money, maybe and could be more productive, and then you know, just little shit like that. Global leaders, yeah. All just rich dudes handing business cards. But what gets me down about that stuff is that, like, because you see the system that's in place now, and you see how everything is all set up society-wise. And maybe I'm just a bit of that small C conservative traditionalist in a way of like, yeah, you know, two adults should be able to get married and either birth a kid or adopt a kid and own a home. You know, because owning a home, that's skin in the game. You have skin in the game in your hometown. You know, when you pay a fucking landlord, like, the landlord doesn't usually live in that fucking town, doesn't give a fucking shit. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really do any kind of work to the fucking property without his approval for it. And why would you? Because you don't own it. You know, this way you own the fucking house. Yeah, you know, I'm going to go talk to the Johnsons next door, and we're going to figure something out with the property line so that we don't have this ragged-ass bush and fucked-up old fence. You know what I mean? Maybe we could go in on some... You know, your house plus my house makes a village, and villages make towns, and towns make cities, and cities make fucking states. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that type of stuff. And it just stinks because, like, as I get older, everyone will tell us, oh, the 30s are the new 20s. Blow me. Because they fucking... You know, what does that say about the 20s? It's the new teens? Ugh. You know, like, nature's going to do its fucking thing. You know, I'm only given so much fucking juice in the old heart. Only so much charge, you know what I mean? Like, before that's it, then that don't work no more. You know, of course I can work on it, put better maintenance to it, all this other, you know, exercise, don't smoke, blah, blah, blah. But like I said, it bums me out, depressing. I would say a little bit depressing in a way, because it's like, damn, dude, like, in order for me to do some of that shit, I'd have to really put some shit into it, you know? And it does stink, you know? Like, our parents' generation, especially my parents dodged the fucking bullet, man. Oh, I don't know if that's going to work.
I don't know either.
Because you got it. How are you going to zoom in? There are apps out there that you can run with in conjunction with OBS.
I'll have to find one.
Yeah. Yeah, so everyone can see the folks that we're talking to. All right, so, well, we got to hop off, dude. We got to take that track.
No.
Oh, now you're all about the show.
Hey, I'm always all about the show.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It only works on ours.
Yeah,
Boo.
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 So, yeah, like I said, it does stink. Like, I had definitely a moment the past week where I'm just like, fuck, man, I'm going to be getting older. And it's like, you know, who's going to want to date a broke motherfucker? Even though half you birds out there don't even work a fucking job and still live at home. But that's okay. You know, if a guy does it, he's a fucking bomb. If a chick does it, yo, let me holler at you. Yo, what's up, girl? That just shows women that power of pussy, dude. Like, fucking, you bitches don't realize you got a weapon of mass destruction between your fucking legs. Like, cripple men. Cripple them. Oh, shadow effect. That might work. I don't know.
Chroma key. I'll play with it after we get.
All right, let's bring up the John.
John.
We do want to say thanks to Eric, Manny. So thanks to Eric, thanks to Riley, and thanks to her friend Caitlin. I think Caitlin was like, I had enough of this shit. I'm out. But thanks to everyone that tuned in. So yeah, Phantasm. If you're in the Philadelphia area, Phantasm is the name of the band. Best thing to do in Google is type Phantasm band, because it'll go right to them. There was other shit named Phantasm, obviously the movie and graphic novels and so forth during the day. They're playing Philadelphia September 23rd, this Saturday, Boot and Saddle, which is a great fucking club in the city. It'll be my first time there, but I've heard from my friends that have played it, and people have gone there. They said it's a great fucking time. And they're also doing our fucking house party in November. So it's not going to be a stream, not going to be a streamed one. Unfortunately, we're waiting until 2008. Oh, speaking of stream, next week we're actually going to be. Oh yeah, man, I feel bad. I haven't fucking say anything to all the show about this. Cut the Cord Radio on YouTube. It's now Cut the Cord Live, but search Cut the Cord Radio. You'll see us put it out on our social shit. But more or less, we're gonna jump in with those guys next week. We're gonna do a video call. They go live on Tuesdays every other week. We're live every Tuesday. So we're gonna link up with each other around 8:30. They're down in Richmond, Virginia. Tyler, Matt, and Ryan. And they're not in Richmond. We'll talk about this. So next week we're gonna be geeking out. Tyler and I at least will.
I guess we'll be using this screen next week.
Yes, we'll definitely be using that one. Well, it'll be interesting to see because I know we have the setup to send video signals to both our audience and the caller as well. I don't know what they got on their end. I mean, they don't run USBs. They actually have a FireWire fucking camera box. Like they got pro shit, dude. Like it's professional shit. And now they're working. They hook back up with Pat from Stairway East in Manassas, who has an amazing studio, and that's what we saw. You know what I mean? Like it's normally a recording studio, but they were able to just move some shit around and convert it into a straight up, into a straight up fucking TV studio. Pretty much 2 stages. I mean, they got the host stage and then the performance stage. So yeah, Cut the Cord. Definitely check them out. They came back after a year hiatus last week. So I'll post about it. We'll post about it. So definitely stick around for that one. And they have 195 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can poach like 30. Guys, help us out. We need 100. We need 100 subscribers so we can actually name the fucking channel. So it can be youtube.com/SlackerAmericana, not XYTUV9346 exclamation point question mark underscore @ 3924946 YXYVWV WWWWWVWWV. Literally, that's what it fucking looks like sometimes. I'm dead serious. Look at it right now. Click on our channel. All right, so play the music. Oh, what does the tat on your arm mean? And thank you, making a friend sub to the channel. Oh, thank you. This is King of Prussia. Let's see if there we go. That's the zip code for King of Prussia. People go out and they get area code tattoos, which I think is dumb because area codes change. They're gonna have to add more because more people get phones and numbers and stuff. I got it before because it's my only tattoo. And a buddy of mine who was a tattoo artist is like, dude, you're a musician. You don't even have any tattoos. I'm like, no, never really had a need for them. But I was moving to Florida to help my folks get down there. And I was going to be spending a lot of time down there. And I don't know. I thought I was going to be down there forever, too. I was going to meet my gal. But no. I found a shitty job and nothing. But more or less, I got it because it was just, it's just something to kind of remember the town and shit. You know what I mean? Like just where you came from.
KOP.
The mean streets of it.
KOP represents, son.
Yeah, son.
What's up,
son? The most fucking white bread fucking plastic commercial fuck.
The town wouldn't exist if it wasn't for our fucking gigantic mall.
This town could seriously be a sequel for David Byrne's True Stories. Of just like the disaster that happened when everything got 80s commercialized. Like it's seriously, it's good old KOP. So, but thank you guys. All right, play the song. Play it.
I'm playing the song.
Hit my music.
Hit your music.
Play my music. Yes.
That music?
This music.
This music.
So, final card. All right, guys. So, once again, thank you to everyone for tuning in. Facebook.com, as you can see on the screen, Slacker Americana. Twitter, Slacker American, Instagram, Slacker Americana, but we have not logged into that bitch since we started.
Yeah. You might want to just forget about the Instagram. Right?
It's a placeholder, dude. Because
It's just there.
It's there. It's SEO. That's all it is. Please throw us a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do that already. Also, ring the bell, and definitely ring that fucking bell. Your dick, my dick.
Somebody's dick.
It's one of our dicks. It's down below one of our dicks. We're back next week. Tuesdays.
Thank you, Riley.
Yeah, thank you
for watching our show. Being a loyal viewer. You got a real life like.
Bang.
Bang.
I'm liking the Tuesdays at 8, man.
Tuesdays at 8.
Yeah, it's a good time. Good time. So, alrighty, kids.
Thank you, Caitlin.
Thank you. Yeah, real life like. I forget. There we go. All right, so there was all the social shit. Yeah, so be sure to throw the thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell so you get push notes. We don't do crazy amount of shit on YouTube, so we won't blow up your Google Notes. Yeah, we're trying to get to 100 subs so we can finally name this channel properly in the URL.
Yeah, give it a proper URL.
Can't put that ridiculous gibberish on a sticker. You know what I mean? Like, it needs to be short, sweet, and to the point.
Yep.
So, let's see. Yeah, Cut the Cord, check them out. Phantasm, check them out. Us, check us out. Oh yeah, Riley runs on Facebook. It's Women for Bernie Sanders, and I think it's the Bernie Kratz group. She's one of the admins over there. A lot of good stuff. I find a lot of good news articles in there. It actually helps me like come up with shit for the show. So
We'll talk through music again.
yeah. Oh fuck the music. This anything, dude? Anything for you? Because it's ending.
See everybody next week.
Yep. Later. I see your pickle, Eric.